What's going on, everybody? I'm your boy Retro Bliss, and today we're going to take a look at the M-Network collection for the Atari 2600, which is a re-release of some M-Network games by Mattel Electronics. Atari recently acquired the Intellivision brand, which includes the games in this collection. The game includes a very nicely printed box, a full-color manual, and the game cartridge, which is cradled inside a nicely printed sleeve. The games in this collection are Frogs and Flies, Armor Ambush, Star Strike, and Astro Blast. You choose which game you would like to play simply by toggling the switches on the back of the cartridge by putting them in their proper position for that game. The positions are conveniently printed directly on the front label of the cartridge. For those of you who know these games, they obviously need no introduction. However, I'm going to showcase each game that's on this cartridge and give you my final thoughts on if this is worth getting. First up is Frogs and Flies. This is one of the games that I had as a kid, and in it, you are a frog whose mission is to catch flies. You earn points by jumping and catching these flies with your long, flashing tongue. If you jump too early or too late, you will miss. It's possible to jump too far. In doing so, you will jump off the lily pad and you will have to wait until your frog swims back. The game starts early in the morning and the day progresses as time goes on. In easy mode, you cannot jump off of a lily pad, but your control is automatic, so you will only jump from lily pad to lily pad. With the difficulty switch in the A position, you now have full control of your frog. You can jump high and long, or make a short jump, or even position yourself in a better position on the lily pad. This is a fun game, but personally I think it's better if you have an opponent to play with. Next is Star Strike. Star Strike is a port of the Intellivision game of the same name. In this game, a powerful alien station is about to launch a missile that will destroy Earth. You pilot a small spaceship armed with laser guns and bombs. Your mission is to destroy the space station and save Earth. There are 8 alien silos, and you must shoot as many alien ships as you can. You must hit all 8 silos before planet Earth moves directly over the launch trench. The trench is guarded by alien saucers and meteor missiles, which attempt to destroy your ship or distract you from your bombing. If the Earth gets into attack range before all silos are destroyed, the next silo to appear on the screen launches a missile which destroys the Earth. You use your left controller to move the spaceship in the direction in which you want it to go. You press the fire button to shoot lasers when you're above the launch trench, and to press bombs when you're inside the trench. You cannot move a spaceship left or right while the bomb is falling or exploding. Missiles are very deadly and you must avoid them at all costs. If you're hit by an alien saucer, your ship falls for a short time, and it will fall farther each time it's hit. When you're hit by an alien meteor missile, your controls become scrambled for a few seconds. But don't panic. It's possible to head into the direction that you want to go if you hang on for a few seconds. The controls will return to normal. When engaged to air combat, remember that whoever is behind the other spaceship has a shooting advantage. Part of the alien strategy is to draw your ship away from the trench, where it's harder to hit them. While this is a fun game, it's very easy to beat. This is not my favorite M-Network game, but it's nice to have it in the collection. In Armor Ambush, you must knock out enemy tanks while avoiding hits on your own tanks. 3 hits on your opponent's tank will blow it up, and each round in the battle takes place on a different battlefield. In each round you have 2 tanks, with a total of 25 tanks in a game. You can switch command from tank to tank by pressing down on your joystick. While having control of one of your tanks, the other tank is vulnerable until you switch tanks. And your tank can't back up. So you must position them by turning the tank into the direction that you'd like to go and then move forward. With the difficulty switch set to the A position, your shots cannot bounce off buildings. With the difficulty switch set to the A position, your shots can bounce off buildings. But be careful because they can boomerang right back at you and damage your tank. You must be very mindful of your shots. Trees, buildings, and water hazards will shift positions each round, and the battle goes on until one side has lost all 25 tanks. If you like combat for the Atari 2600, then this game is for you. As in combat, this is a 2-player game only. And this game does not have as many variations in the game, but it's still a fun battle game to play. Astro Blast is a port of the Intellivision game Astro Smash. The object of the game is to hit as many falling and fast-moving targets as you can. You control your laser base by moving it left or right, and you shoot with your fire button. You start with a total of 10 laser defense bases. Different things fall from the sky, like rocks, spinning white bombs, and smart guided missiles. When your score goes over 20,000 points, UFO bombs will appear. If your base gets hit or a spinner lands, you will lose that base. You get an extra base for every 1,000 points. The left difficulty switch in the B position is for manual firing. The A position is automatic firing, and the difficulty switches can be changed mid-game. Your targets are rocks, spinners, pulsars, and UFOs, so the smaller rocks are worth twice as many points as the big ones. But you must avoid shooting the large rock in close proximity to your base. This is because the bigger rock can split in two, and one of the smaller rocks may head straight for your base. Your score increases as you shoot these objects, but if you let an object hit the ground, then you will lose points. The base can be controlled by your paddles or the joystick, but the paddles give you much better control of your base. To me, it's unplayable with the joystick. This is a decent port for the 2600, although I prefer the Intellivision version. This is a classic game, and one that I'm glad to see in this collection. So what do I think about this new M Network collection? Well, the first issue for me is that, while at this price point, you are getting each game for about $8 a piece, which isn't bad, but the fact that it has toggle switches, actually up to 16 games can be put on one of those carts. There are a number of games that Atari has by M Network that I would have loved to see on this collection. I personally would have paid a bit more to have those games on it. Still, it's nice to see that Atari has included M Network games in various collections, and that they're distributing cartridges for the actual Atari 2600, the 2600 Plus, and the 7800 Plus. Maybe the next M Network collection will have more games on it than just 4, though. We can only hope. I just want to thank you for watching the video. If you've made it this far, be sure you hit the like button. And if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more. And feel free to leave a comment, as I'm good to replying to all of them. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.